Well, hello, my YouTube family. It's Monday. It's out of the way. It's done. It's over. Let us do lips of the day so I can tell you about Saturday's 6:30 a.m. movie showing of Batman versus Superman, The Dawn of Justice. Okay, so let us get started with lips of the day. This lips of the day is a new one. I'm going to be doing my new ones until I'm done. This is so close to my lip color that you would think I have nothing on. Like, I even had to convince myself to stop putting stuff so much on because it's the same lip shade as my actual lip. So here we go. The lip liner is Rose Brown. This is the one that's almost finishing, as you can tell. But I got my backup, so I'm all good. Rose Brown lined and filled is one of these lovely, well, I don't know where the hell I've been when these came out. I really don't know. So now. Okay, you know what? That's just going to have to wait. My Java needs to be updated. It'll be updated a little later on, right? Windows 10, honey. Windows 10. NYX Butter Gloss. And this one is in Praline. There you go. Praline. Lovely. And this one smells like, yeah, I think they all have that butterscotchy. Uh-oh. Somebody decided to, here comes mischief. Here comes trouble. He was lying down nicely on the bed, but of course he heard my voice. He knows I'm recording, so he needs to start trouble. What else is new? So anyway, Praline. Awesome. They smell like butterscotch chocolate or chocolate butterscotch, whatever. It's got that butterscotchy scent with a chocolate scent in there also. I'm totally, madly, completely in love with NYX butter glosses. Just completely. And something else came on Saturday. And I have to blame somebody, because you know I'm not taking the blame. Wow. I forgot your name. This is beyond embarrassing. And in your video, I told you, because you were showing this brush, and I said, ooh, I love that brush, and I have to get it myself. Who am I talking about? I know you know who you are. I know you know who I am talking about. Wow. Old age is a bitch. It really is. Because I see your face as clear as day. I watched one of your videos just yesterday, but I can't remember your name. So please forgive me. But if you recognize the brush, then you'll know who I'm talking about. This e.l.f. brush right here, I had to have it. I just did. It's a buffing brush. I really don't know. I use it for my blush. I used it for my blush. And yeah, I used it for my blush because you can already see it's dirty. But I just loved the shape of it. Oh, I've wanted a brush like this for so long. It's an e.l.f. brush. Came on Saturday. Had to have it. So there you go. That's it. Okay, what can I discuss with you? I wrote everything down, stuff that I needed to talk about. Oh, yes. Saturday night. Well, you know, Sunday was Easter. And, you know, I always say that the holidays were a mom thing. But the 10 Commandments, I think I always tell you this every year. The 10 Commandments was a thing that Mom and I watched together religiously. Just did. And it was on Saturday. So I know she was sitting right next to me watching it with me. I just could feel it. So I just wanted to pass that along. But let us discuss Saturday morning when my alarm went off at 5:15. black as hell outside. Tom didn't know what the hell was going on. I fed him. I did the regular. And he's looking up at me like, Mom, even for me, this is kind of early, you know. But hey, I had to do what I had to do. I got dressed, got in my car, walked out the house. I looked both ways, pitch dark as hell. And here I am going to a movie. So I get to the movie and people are coming out of the theater. Come to find out that there was a 4:45 showing. I think I told you about this. I really didn't think anybody was going to go to the 4:45 showing. Like, you have to really be insane. But there were some insane people. And the movie had emptied out. And the theaters had to be cleaned and all of that. I got there rather early. I got there early enough that they had shut down the concession stand to clean it and then reopen it. Okay. So I went inside the movie because it's like a multiplex. So there's like more than one theater. I went into the one that I was scheduled to go into, you know, the one that had my ticket. And first of all, I sat in the wrong seat. That was number one. I was supposed to sit in the seat behind. But nobody pushed me out or anything because I think I realized, okay, Nancy, I think you're in the wrong seat. And I was waiting for the concession stand to clean up and hurry up and serve some popcorn. I wanted to go into the theater to sit there and eat my popcorn and drink my drink. Okay? Oh, excuse me. My phone is ringing. And I do not know why. I don't know this number. And they must realize that they're dialing the wrong number. Anyway, sorry about that, people. So I sat in the wrong seat. And then I realized I was sitting in the wrong seat. But then I said, you know what? Just go out. Because the movie hadn't started yet. Just go out and wait until the concession stand opens. Because they're not going to start the movie until you get your popcorn and everything. So, okay, fine. I got out. And by the time I walked out of that particular theater, I saw people lining up at the concession stand. I said, okay, here we go. Stood there. Got my medium popcorn. Medium. And I wanted a medium cherry Coke. Well, come to find out. Because, you know, they just give you the cup now and you go serve yourself. So I got my popcorn. And I went to get my drink. And there's no cherry Coke. Oh, wait a minute now. Wait, what the hell? I got to have a cherry something. Something has to be in the cherry flavor because the cherry goes with the popcorn. It's just a thing for me. It's just a thing for me. So I'm looking. Hawaiian punch. Fruit punch. I said, okay, that's the closest I'm going to get. And I'm putting the ice in the cup and filling it up. And I noticed that the cup is kind of flimsy. So I said, that's funny because it's usually, you know, the cardboard cups, they're usually kind of sturdy. This one was a little on the flimsy side. I didn't think anything of it. Topped it off, got my straw, then went to, on the other side is where you butter your popcorn. Nobody was standing near me, so I said, oh, I can butter this for days. So I buttered. I mean, it was to my liking, okay? Lightly salted. And off I go. But I didn't realize the bulk of the popcorn and the bulk of the drink. Now, you know, the cup is full. So it's really, really kind of flimsy. I mean, I topped it off rather well. Got my straw and everything. And, you know, now I got my bag. I got the popcorn. I got the drink. And I go into the theater. And now I'm going to sit in the seat that I'm supposed to sit in. But there is somebody to the left of me and somebody to the right of me, which I was really hoping that would not be the case. But hello, Nancy, it's Batman versus Superman. You know the theater's going to be full, right? 6:30 or not. And it was. So I clunkily, excuse me, sat in the middle. But then as I was sitting, as I went to sit down, the drink, I'm trying to put the drink in the cup, in the cup holder. but the drink, it wouldn't sit properly, so it tipped over. And even though it had the top on, it was spilling. And it spilled onto the seat next to the guy on his jeans that I was sitting next to. And as it's spilling, I'm saying, could you tip it over? Could you tip it up, tip it up, tip it up? So he realized what I was doing, and I said, I am so terribly sorry. I had to give him some tissues. Oh, I was a hot mess. It was just a hot mess. It was a hot mess. I got my coat on. It's all clunky. So finally, I get my stuff together. I get it together. I said, okay, Nancy. I kept apologizing. I said, I'm so terribly. So he's like, it's okay, it's okay. I said, I really am sorry. I gave him a bulk of tissues. I said, I really, he goes, no, it's really okay. I said, okay. Well, when when I saw that he was getting fed up with me saying sorry, I said, oh, okay, Nancy, this is what you're going to do. So I sat there. And, previews are going, and I'm just crunching away. And finally, the movie starts. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is good. And it really was a good movie. It wasn't like Man of Steel was awesome. This was good. Better than okay. It was good. Could have been better? Yes. But it wasn't awful. I mean, you cannot please everybody in this world. So the critics who were saying it's god awful, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. To me, in my opinion, I enjoyed it. I had a good time watching it. It's a 2.5-hour movie. And it was great. I enjoyed it thoroughly. There were some scenes that had question marks, but I realized, okay, these questions are probably going to be answered in the next movie, which is either Justice League or Wonder Woman, something. There's going to be another movie. Okay, so there you have it. But here's the thing. I'm eating the popcorn, and I'm getting thirsty. But I'm also afraid to pick up the cup. I'm afraid. I'm scared. I'm just scared. But I'm eating the popcorn. It's lightly salted, so you're going to get a little thirsty. So I'm eating. And I said, okay, Nancy, you bought the damn drink. There's nothing wrong with the cup. Just take it. So, when you watch a little kid, like a little kid, like about 4 or 5 years old, and they lift a cup that's too big for them, and they take it with both hands, and they just, that's how I had to do it. But I had a straw in my cup. I had to literally put the popcorn down on the side. I had to move over, take the big cup, and slurp a little, and then put it back like I was 5. But I was so careful with this cup. Nothing else happened, thank God. I mean, I slurped it, and I went back to eating my popcorn. Watched the movie. I did not finish the popcorn. I took some home with me, and I ate the rest of it on Saturday night when I was watching the 10 Commandments. I finished it then. I have to tell you that it was a really good movie, but when I got home, I crashed. Like, I can't do this. I can't do this like I was, as if I was 22. I'm not 22 anymore, okay? But I had a good time. I really enjoyed myself. I got a serious ass parking. Like, here's the movie theater and there's the parking. I was like, yes, thank you, Jesus. It was just saved for me right there. I had such a good time. I used to kind of be a little intimidated by going to a movie by myself. Now it's like, when's the next movie? When is the next movie? Because I really want to go. I don't, and I enjoy going by myself because I don't have to worry about somebody having a conversation. And I can do whatever I want to do after the movie. I don't have to go out to dinner or go to lunch or whatever. I could just go home like I did. I went home, petted Tom for a little bit, snuck on Facebook for 5 minutes, but I'm telling you, my eyelids were shot to pieces. But I didn't go back to sleep in the bed. I took a nap in the living room on the sofa where Tom, he knows that if I'm taking a nap on the sofa. He knows that he can hop on the sofa and kind of curdle behind my leg, the back of my leg. Because, you know, when you're like in the fetal position, he goes in the back of my leg and he sleeps there. So the both of us had a good time napping. I didn't wake up until 4. I got home at like 9:15. And I didn't get to the sofa until about maybe 10:30. And from 10:30 until 4, I was out like a light. But it's that real good sleep. it's that real good sleep. It's the real good sleep. So then, you know, Pop came home and then we had dinner together. You know, the regular. Where is this wind coming from? It is windy as all hell outside. I'm like, what? What is going on? So that was that, people. That was that. Batman versus Superman. I loved it. I can't say anything because I don't want to ruin it for anybody. I'm not going to, you know, spoilers or anything of that nature. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I was going to say something, but it might tip the hat. So I'm not going to tip any hats. I'm not going to give you any slips. I'm just going to say I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I really, really did. And that was that. I am actually even considering going to see it again. Not in the same theater, but in another theater. Because in this particular theater, I thought I was going to the theater where I had seen The Hobbit. Because that one is a bigger theater. This was in one of them corner small theaters within, you know, the multiplex. It was a really tiny theater. And I'm like, As soon as I walked in, I was like, oh, it's playing here. But hey, I'm here. I got my ticket. I got the seat that I wanted. I was hoping the other two would be free. But I'm telling you, that movie theater was packed. Okay? That movie theater was packed. The one in 3D right next door, it was packed. Everybody had the same idea of going to the 6:30 showing. Excuse you? Don't they know who I am? Yeah, right. So yeah, I had a good time. I really, really did. I may go see it again. It's one of those where it's a movie where a lot is happening and you may miss something. Like I was reading after I'd seen the movie, of course, I was reading a couple of the reviews and they had mentioned a character that showed up. And I'm like, wait a minute, where did this character show up? And then I'm reading more and I'm going, oh, so that was him? Like he was like a blip on the screen. I'm like, what? So, you know, now I know who. There were a whole lot. That's the downside to this movie. To me, there were too many characters showing up in the movie. If it had just been Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, done. And Lex Luthor, done. But there were others that were showing up. And I'm just getting started in the whole Marvel, DC universe thing and who belongs to what. And I'm like, oh, who is that? And what is this? So yeah, I'm not well versed in the whole comic book world. But at the age of 51, going on to 52, I'm trying to learn. I don't know who I'm trying to impress. Myself, really. I'm just trying to see if I can still, you know, hang with the youngins and talk about what they talk about. But I don't really talk to youngins all that much, really. But, you know, I've always been a Batman, Superman movie buff. I saw the first one with Christopher Reeve. Hello. Even when I was a kid, like 5, 6, when the Batman television show came on with Adam West. Oh, Batman and Robin, honey. Yes. Oh, yeah. I was all into them. I was 6 years old, okay? And it was campy back then. And then, of course, when Michael Keaton came out with the first Batman movie, I saw that. And when I saw the George Clooney one, God help us all, he ruined it. I love George Clooney, don't get me wrong, but he ruined it. And after that, the whole Batman thing died down until it was resurrected with Christian Bale, The Dark Knight. Hello. Then it got real serious. So I'm like, okay, I can focus and function watching The Dark Knight. And I have the trilogy. I have the Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises. All three. So, and they were playing on TNT last night. They played Batman Begins, and then they played The Dark Knight Rises. I don't know why they didn't play the middle one, because it's supposed to be a trilogy. Why did you do 1 and 3 and you skipped 2? So while 3 was playing, I said, I'm going to watch 2. And apparently, well, because TNT has commercials, and I was watching a DVD that doesn't have commercials. So, of course, my DVD ended. The second one ended, and then I came back to TNT, and the third one was still going. So I said, okay, well, I'll just finish watching it. I saw the complete story. So, yeah, that was that. With that upon that. So, you know, that's it. Sunday was Easter Sunday. It was just another day. I did my laundry. That was it. I cooked chicken. But my rice was finished. So now I have to cook some more rice. But the chicken is delish, as usual. I can cook, people. I'm no chef or anything, but I won't starve. Okay? Judging by this body. All right. So that's it with that. That's all. That's that. With that upon that. Let me know what you think. Hit me up. And, yeah. If anybody else during the weekend saw Batman versus Superman, do let me know what you thought about it. Do let me know what you thought about it. Do let me know what you thought about it. Do let me know what you think about it. No, do let me know what you thought about it. Sometimes my English is a little off, and sometimes I have to correct myself. Okay. So there you go. That's it. That's all. This is Lips of the Day. I mean, like, seriously. It's my lips. Like, for real. But it is Praline, honey. I love it. Love these glosses. I love these butter glosses. Hello. And I love my new brush. You know who you are. I am so ashamed of myself for forgetting my family member's name. I really am. I see your face. It's clear as day. I watch your videos all the time. I comment as much as I can. You know who you are, who bought this brush, this e.l.f. brush. And in your comment, when you were showing this brush, I said, ooh, I have to get that brush. You know who you are. So just let me know who you are. And yeah, it's because of you that I bought the brush. But I really always really wanted a brush like this. It's just the shape of it, the thickness, the shape of it. I just love this brush. Okay, enough of that. Wow. Okay, I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. And I will talk to you tomorrow. 1 down and 4 more to go, people. Okay? And this is the last week of March. March was kind of long. Like, it really was kind of long. 31 days. Okay, so that's it. That's all. I love you. I will talk to you tomorrow. Mwah. Bye now.